Good day, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Oh, wherever you are in the world, I know there's plenty of people all over the world that view my channel. Having the grass cut, beautiful day, another day in paradise. Hope it's nice where you are. And I hope you're all surviving this bloody COVID. We're coming out of lockdown gradually today. It's the 17th of May. So in the UK we can now socialise a bit more, eat indoors in public venues, that kind of thing. I'm definitely going to go to the pub. But that's not the reason for this video. This video, I'm going to do something today that I've been promising myself to do for ages. These things, these print slides, there is a video. I'll put a link to that video beneath this when I got these slides, 35mm slides. Today I'm going to try and get them mounted. So I'm going to try and get them mounted in a way that obviously I can't get them mounted in a picture, you won't be able to see them. So today I'm going to try and get them mounted. I'm going to make a video about that happening. I'm going to go into Shrewsbury and find out if anybody can mount them. Obviously they need to be in an opaque or clear mounting. I don't know, I'm just going to find out, but I don't know why the camera's jumping like that. The other thing I'm going to get mounted is this. So this is a Paisley Park Studios business card, and it's going to go in with these somehow. Now, if you don't know the story about how I acquired a Paisley Park business studio from Red White, the director of soundstage and facilities, it's a beautiful story, really. In work one night, and I was working hard looking on eBay, and I wanted a copy of Alter Ego from the US, because the UK version is a different size, and the UK version comes with a free badge, but the smaller size is the US version. So I went online, and I was looking online, and I actually saw some Paisley Park business cards, envelopes, and some stationery, basically. Somebody was selling them as 5 envelopes and 5 pieces of stationery from Paisley Park, but they wanted something like £200 or something like that, and to be honest, I'm not going to pay £200 for bits of paper. But I watched it and I saw it sell, and they did sell for about £200. But on the same night I found this, and the seller was in somewhere on the outskirts of California. He'd listed it for $20, and I bought it. So he sent it to me, so it arrived about 10 days later, and I'd looked through it, and his name was Patrick Lyons. Hello Patrick, if you're watching this. And yeah, it's obviously the same as what the UK version is. I don't have that anymore, that's now in Miami. That was gifted away to Tammy in Miami. So she's got that. So this is the only copy I've got. So I looked through it, flicked through it. I thought it was very nice. Yeah. And I'd make a video using this. And the second time I looked through it, which was a couple of hours later, as I flicked through the pages, that wasn't in there. Patrick sent that. I found this tucked away in the pages. So I was obviously shocked. Like, how's there a Paisley Park business card inside of this magazine? So I contacted Patrick, and he told me a story. Patrick is an artist, and this is his artwork here. That's Prince, Wendy and Lisa. That's me, Keith. And that's his artwork. And he told me a story that his wife had gone to Paisley Park in 1992, and she'd met with Red White, his name's Mark White, I believe, to ask if they were interested in Patrick's artwork and whether they could collaborate. I don't think anything transpired, nothing was done, but the business card she got from that meeting in '92 went into this comic, and there it remained up until I bought it about 3 years ago now, 2 or 3 years ago. So they'd forgotten it was in there. It had been in there for 26 years, 27 years. Obviously, I asked him, you know, it's quite unique. Do you want me to send it back? And I also told him the story that on the same night, I was looking to buy stationery, but I didn't want to pay the price. So, I mean, remarkable, really. I mean, I think it's remarkable that I then randomly buy Prince Alter Ego comic from somebody in the US and it's got a stationery business card in it. I could only say it's a sign. But listen, all these are going to get mounted. Obviously not Patrick's. These are going to go together. I'm going to make a video. They're going to go in that bag, and there will be an outcome video. So you're not going to see the outcome today. I'm going to go into Shrewsbury. I'll probably post a video of Shrewsbury on this upload. Put a Prince tracks to it, because there is a video that I do like. But anyway, I hope you're all great, looking after yourselves, keeping safe. I hope life is good. And yeah, I'll see you very soon in Shrewsbury. Take care.
He only knew her for a little while, but he'd grown accustomed to her style. She had the cutest sassy head ever seen. He did too, they were meant to be. They loved to kiss on the steps of her side. They looked like rain, mama, birds do fly. I love you, baby, I love you so much. Maybe we can stay in touch. Meet me in another world, space and joy. Who's that rebel, mama? You know you wanna sing. Go on. We're in a relationship now. Let's see if you're gonna stick around for the heavy stuff.
So we made it into Shrewsbury. Well, I say we, I mean I. There's a framing shop through the alleyway here. I haven't made an appointment. I've also not asked them if I can film, so I'll film the outside of this shop. If they're happy for me to film indoors, I will. I hope you enjoyed that video. That video, you notice there wasn't a single mask in sight. It's 2 years old. That video was made by the Shrewsbury Tourist Board. So I hope they don't mind. Obviously I replaced the soundtrack. BD59 if you're ever up this way. I know you used to live in Newtown. I believe you lived in Church Stretton as well. If you're ever up this way, please give me a shout. We'll go the hole in the wall, have a pint. Obviously today we can do that, which I will be doing later on. So this is part 1 of 2 videos. Obviously once I get these 35mm slides framed, if I can, I still don't know how they're going to do it, I'll do a collection video. Best thing about Shrewsbury and COVID, they stopped all the traffic. ordinarily there'd be about 20 buses running down there. I don't know why they have traffic in the centre of Shrewsbury. There's no need. It should all be pedestrianised, but that's a different matter. So here we go, art framing. So I'll stop filming. We're going to go in here. If they're happy for me to film, I'll film what we can do with these frames. Okay. Well, that's great, everybody. This is Rob. From the name of the shop is Art Framing.
Art Framing, yeah.
Art Framing in Shrewsbury. He's kindly agreed to let me film inside his store, which I'm very grateful to. So we're going to now discuss what we can do with these 35mm slides. If you'd like to just look in the bag.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if you do that.
Okay.
So there's 30 slides dating from the mid-90s. I believe one of them is mid-80s. There's also a Paisley Park business card inside. So there's another one of them in there. Yeah. Now, what I was thinking, obviously, they need to be mounted in a way that we can see them visibly. And there's I think there's one left in there with the business card. So, yep.
Okay, right.
Okay. Oh, that was something else.
Okay.
See, the business card,
Yeah.
I'd like it to be central to the display.
Right.
And this one, this print slide, is I think it's the oldest one within the collection, so I'd like that to be kind of central with the business card.
Right.
So if you look at them,
Yeah.
obviously we need to make sure that they are the right way round.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you look at the writing to the rear of them, you'll see, the lettering for some of the awards, etc.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Have you got any ideas on how we could have them mounted? So my idea was something that was obviously in a perspex or something, set back about 2 inches from the wall if I hang it.
Yeah.
And then I'll be able to backlight it, so at least you'll be able to view it.
Yeah,
Are you able to do that?
Yeah, I mean, you'd be providing the lighting, would you? Yourself?
Yes.
Yeah, we could do that. We can have glazing front and back if you wanted, or
Yes.
so sometimes we'd have glass on the front, acrylic glazing on the back, if you just wanted to reduce the weight of it a little bit or something.
Well, something that is befitting for
Yeah.
the greatest musician that's ever lived,
Yeah.
basically.
We've also got museum glass as well.
Okay.
Which filters UV rays. 99%
Right.
UV rays. So.
And that would be more advisable to stop them from fading
Yes,
over the
exactly,
years.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'd definitely go for that.
Okay.
And really just depends on how you'd like these individual things sort of displayed. Really.
Well, I mean, like I say, there's 30 of them. So in a uniform way would be, so in a uniform fashion,
Yeah.
rather than here, there, and everywhere.
Yes, of course.
With that as a central piece,
Right.
that one next to it.
Right.
And that's it, really. I mean, I think I'd leave the rest to the interpretation of the person, of the craftsman who's framing them.
Yeah, I mean, so
Layout-wise, yet again, there's some that might be replicated, some of them,
Oh,
but
okay.
you'll notice that. But
Right.
I'm not really bothered about that, to be honest.
Right, okay.
I mean, they're all. It doesn't matter. The only specific one would be I'd want that one to be central.
Okay. So when you say central, do you want that?
So that would be in the middle, and these would kind of form
Oh, I see. Right. Okay,
a pattern around it.
Right. So it literally depends how you want to split the 30 up into how many rows and.
Well, yet again, I think I'd leave that to the framer. So, because I'll come back and do a reveal video, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I guess you could, have a 5x6, I suppose, as it were, maybe.
right. How big's 5x6?
Well, I mean,
five
5 rows of 6.
5 rows of 6, yes.
Or that
What
sort of
size frame do you think we could have?
Well,
I'd want something that's kind of similar to the size of this bag.
yeah. The other sort of critical thing is,
Yeah.
do you want to see absolutely
Yes.
all of this? Right,
Yeah.
Right. So it's going to be because normally when we're mounting multiple items like this, we'd put a window mount around each item or something
Yes.
like that. And as you're having the
with the writing, you see,
Yeah.
I think the writing, because
Yeah.
some of it refers to him as Prince, some of it refers to him as the artist formerly known. That,
yeah,
I think
sure.
I think they just add to it obviously on the rear of them.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's the rear. I'd have to look closely to make sure. I mean, can you not? Yeah, I don't know what your skills are in actually mounting them without losing any of the.
Well, maybe actually the thing we'd probably do is still have a mount, a window mount.
Yes.
But we've got a computerized mount cutter, so
Okay.
we can try and replicate the exact size of that.
Yes.
So cut the apertures
Yes.
exactly like that, so that it literally just slots into the
Fits
aperture.
into the aperture.
And
Okay.
then glass front, glass back.
Yes.
Sandwich it
Yes.
in between.
And what about that? Obviously, there's a depth difference with this in relation to these, and you can just mount that card.
Yeah. I mean, that's.
I mean, I'd be happy for you to back it to make it thicker, because obviously to match the
Yeah.
thickness of something that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a. It's trying to find the right compromise, because basically, ideally, you want the glass to be away from the work as well, though. From a conservation point of view, you don't really want the glass touching the work, really. But
Oh, I see.
well,
Well, with this one, you could though, could
yeah, I
could
mean,
you?
could do, but it's just that if you wanted to display them like we're talking, seeing all of this, and then they sort of just fit in.
Yes.
It's just how we attach the. No, I think that'd be okay. We'll just have to find
A
maybe
way
just
of
get a very snug fit.
right.
And then maybe have a mount around the whole group.
Okay.
That'll lift the glass off.
Right.
And then
I get
so
you.
that would achieve that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things we'd have to sort of
Work on.
evaluate.
Well, I'll leave that. I'll give you license to do
Yeah,
what you
no
need
worries,
to
yeah,
do with that.
yeah, okay.
I mean, obviously, I can't dictate to you.
Yeah, but I
It's,
think
it's not.
Sorry. Yeah.
It's just a little bit more unusual than you probably take for framing things.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously the brief that you've given. You want to see it all, and we've just got to work out the way to
Yes.
to do that while still maintaining the conservation sort of aspect.
Yes.
Of it.
Okay. Great.
So anyway, do you know what kind of frame you'd like? Do you know what style? Or,
Have you got anything purple?
That's a good start.
I was obviously going to say
Yeah,
something
yeah,
purple.
yeah, yeah. I'll show you. Let's just pop that. And then obviously we'd have to
Okay.
decide on a mount colour as well.
Yes. A mount colour, I'd probably like gold.
Gold, right? Yeah.
Well, he had an album called Gold, The
Yeah,
Gold
yeah, sure,
Experience.
yeah.
So gold and purple were two quite predominant
Right, yeah,
colours
yeah,
for
we can
Prince.
do that. Yeah, I'll just
Yes.
grab the mount boards and extract the gold.
Yes. Oh, that would be,
Something like that.
yes.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's perfect.
That sort of thing. So do you
Yes.
prefer the sort of slightly more muted purple, or
I think
or
this one,
that one,
because it's a
slightly-
bit
slightly
more.
closer to that, isn't
Yeah,
it?
that's a bit more matte, isn't it? Kind of. Yeah, that
That'd be better with it, yeah.
would be better.
Okay.
Yes. Again, Rob,
Again, my pleasure.
we've agreed something. It's going to take about 3 weeks, folks, and we'll be back in 3 weeks' time for a big reveal. I'm sure Rob will be looking forward to that.
Yeah, brilliant.
All right. All right. Cheers. Take care.